The story goes that a group of aliens flew back to Earth. The aliens still kill humans, but the slaughterhouse turned from space to Earth. More alien monsters are also coming to breed. Hi everyone, welcome to Movie to Recap. Today I will introduce you to the new drama Aliens on Earth. This year is the year 2120, the time before the first step of the aliens. In other words, the aliens have been born, matured, but have not been commonly recognized by humans. A scientific spaceship, Willamette Company, is sailing back on a satellite sample. They are only 1.3 billion kilometers away from the Earth and are expected to arrive in 4 months. The crew members woke up from the sleeping cabin and found that the communication was interrupted and the date was damaged. It's no big deal. The spaceship must be able to go home safe. Some crew members are afraid of the satellite sample and want to throw it into space. The biologist's black brother refused to transport them. Sample. The task is the task. The other party dared not answer the call. The black brother went to sleep. From the point of view of sleep, he doesn't seem to be a pure biologist, but half human, half biologist. Most of the crew members are still awake after sleep. One is the researcher observing the sample. The other one has a weird personality. I used to love to peek at the beauty team. At least one of them has a problem. So as time goes by, when we look at the spaceship again, the alien sample has been absorbed. The biologist's black brother ran into the control room alone. Calm down. The space-time control system. A female crew member asked for help outside the door. He drew a sweat out of his hand. He didn't even open the door. It's the door, sweat. The female crew member was killed by the alien, screaming. The black brother wrote down the crew member's full name. The spaceship is losing control. It's about to hit the Earth. The black brother dived into the anti-shock cabin. This kind of cabin can make him fall safely. It can also prevent him from being attacked by the alien. The irreversible fall of the spaceship. Like the fate of many people, the surface is still in good order. There are 4 major financial groups in the world. In the struggle for hegemony, Welland is one of them. Recently, the 5th largest financial group has emerged. President looks like this. This is too old-fashioned. I'll call you the old-fashioned president in the future. There are currently 3 types of biological trends in humans. 1. Mechanical flying. That is, the traditional biological person, like the famous David. 2. AI flying. That is, the synthetic person. 3. Conscious flying. To be precise, it is to download the human consciousness into the biological person's body. Make it a hybrid. The 3rd type of hybrid is developed by the president. Recently, he chose the terminally ill little girl Wendy to turn her into the first person in the conscious transfer. He first made a synthetic body, then download Wendy's consciousness, safe and sound all the way. When Wendy is changed to a new body in the middle of the night, she is not only healthy, can also jump off the cliff without a sound, can also fly warmly on the beach. The president deliberately made the new body an adult, because she will never grow up. The opening has to be in place. This body can't be simple, so Wendy no longer has emotions. In the president's words, she is no longer human, but a new species. The president asked Wendy to come with other 5 sick children. I want to make them a hybrid too. The reason for the full selection of children, it's because adults' minds are too rigid, either to transfer. Their new body is strong and eternal, just can't go home, because this is a confidential project. The transfer project is 5 friends also have a new body. Their old bodies are processed. The new body is kept in the experiment base, can't go out, but they can go through surveillance outside the helmet. Wendy loves to peek at her medical soldier brother. This day, when my brother and his comrades were exercising, I found a big guy falling. It's actually a scientific spaceship from Welland. He fell to the ground, just hit the building of the president. My brother's army is also for the president, so I rushed to the scene. I can only see that the injured are all over the place. There is a sense of disaster awareness. Soldiers entered the building to search for survivors. Found a spaceship deep inside. Maybe there are also survivors inside. We went in to search for help. I don't know if I will be a survivor. After the president knew that the spaceship had fallen, this is a good thing. He ordered the residents of the emergency hospital to block the news. As for the scientific spaceship, although this is from Welland, but it's his headquarters. Wendy interrupted the president's anger. Take the initiative to apply for help, because they are strong, and it won't be bad. The most important thing is that he saw that his brother was also searching for help, want to help. The president of the big faction feels fun. Wendy is no longer human. No hormones can be produced in the body, but his words and deeds still have feelings. Why? The president's Chu Ji-yu took over the high ground. He sent all the children to help. Let the technicians monitor the children's brain responses, emotional change. Of course, these children too precious to die. So he sent this white-headed brother to lead the whole process. Wendy showed a smile. The president of the big faction was also knew that Wendy was the most scientific and valuable. At this time, the soldiers have entered the spaceship. 2 of them came into contact with various alien samples. Shocked. There are bodies underground in the sample. There are many gunshot wounds. A soldier investigated the body. No one knew that there was an alien bug on his back. This bug doesn't hurt. They didn't notice a moment of negligence. Go ahead. They didn't notice a moment of negligence. They didn't notice that the biochemical man, Black Brother, was behind them. They appear to be coming to the rescue. Black Brother, no matter where you are, directly captured. Look at 2 of them on the wire. Yes, Black Brother is doing everything he can to protect the sample. He has always believed that transporting samples is a task. The task is the task. He believes that the samples in the lab are intact. But there are some samples out of the lab. And then he went after the escape. Brother and another team of soldiers found a frozen dormitory. No signs of life. All the members of the ship died miserably. It seems to have been dead for a week. It seems that something has come out of their bodies. Went through the dormitory early. They heard the 2 soldiers in the back. The back rushed to the rescue. They were also negligent. They didn't notice that there were fireflies in the dormitory. It seems that there are a lot of negligent old animals. The 2 soldiers in the back are still waiting for rescue. One of them feels something on his face. The alien worm just crawled up to his head. Do you know what's scarier than a worm? There's only half of it. The other half is in your body. The soldier was bitten to death. The worm turned into a big bat. Another soldier thought he had dodged a blow. In fact, there was another one. Brother's side is a bit unlucky. Half of the rescuers were saved. The building collapsed suddenly, hit the ship, almost killed him. At this time, Wendy and Brother Whitehead were still on their way. Brother Whitehead casually said, "You humans, I know what he is. He must be the purest living being. He thinks that humans used to be food. Unpredictable." Later, the development grew. He thought he was no longer food. In fact, there is no strongest in the animal world, only stronger. In front of stronger animals, humans are still food, will die. It is an objective fact that people will die. But Wendy is here to save his brother, so he refused to accept. He swore that his brother would never die, because he came to save him. The end of the first episode of Alien Earth. This episode is more than the traditional alien works. A lot of alien creatures. Like that big bug, it can be predicted that there will be more and more in the future. There is another difference. This main battlefield, from space aliens to the Earth, in the past. Aliens were attacked by humans. Defeat ancient humans in outer space and space. I'm curious about how the aliens are in the main city of humans. Defeat the human army with his initial ability. It should be hard. The follow-up should be upgraded. So that's it for today's show.